Jenna Ortega is the official scream queen of Generation Z, and her new Netflix series, Wednesday, is more than enough proof. Her take on the iconic Addams Family character sparked a TikTok frenzy as well as critical acclaim. Wednesday discovers her psychic abilities in Season 1 of the Netflix hit, which leads her to preventing a killing spree that has terrorized the town surrounding her school, Nevermore Academy. As she investigates a supernatural mystery involving her parents, Gomez and Morticia Addams, 25 years ago, she makes friends and enemies. If you spent all of Wednesday binge-watching during Thanksgiving break and are wondering when you can expect more, we've got you covered. Here's everything we know about Jenna Ortega's Wednesday, Season 2 on Netflix. Will there be a second season of Wednesday? We are all thankful for the Addams Family because the first season of Wednesday premiered just in time for Thanksgiving. The fan favorite series will now return for a second season on the streaming giant. Wednesday's Season 2 renewal was announced by Netflix in a video posted to Instagram on January 6, 2023. Over the last few weeks, I've been hunted, haunted, and mimicked millions of times across the internet, Jenna Ortega, who plays the Addams Family character, says in the video. What's the best part? The announcement video is set to Lady Gaga's Bloody Mary, which gained popularity on TikTok due to a Wednesday-inspired dance challenge. Gough and Millar teased in a November 2022 interview with Variety that they've planned 3 or 4 seasons of the series in the hopes that it will be renewed. For us, it's always about the future. And when we sit down to create a show, we're ideally thinking about multiple seasons. That's never expected, but it's the hope that the show will be successful, Millar told the publication, adding that they have a pretty clear runway of what they want to do in future seasons. Will Season 2 of Wednesday be available on Netflix? According to Deadline, Season 2 of Wednesday may not be available on Netflix because the show is produced by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. MGM recently completed an $8.5 billion merger with Amazon, which means the rights to Wednesday may be transferred to the company and premiere on Prime Video. When will the second season of Wednesday be released? The first season of Tim Burton's highly anticipated Netflix series was released on November 23, 2022, so there is no word on when or if a second season will be released. According to Deadline, the show had a record-breaking debut week, surpassing 341 million hours viewed. However, it will need to be approved by the streaming service before production for the next season can begin. What will the second season of Wednesday be about? Wednesday's first season immersed viewers in the world of Wednesday Addams while she was a student at Nevermore Academy. She discovers her psychic abilities, tries to solve a terrifying mystery involving her parents, and negotiates relationships with sirens, werewolves, and vampires at her new school. At the end of the season, she learns that Tyler, her coffee shop crush and the sheriff's son, is the Hyde monster who committed heinous murders at Nevermore. She also discovered that the school's botany professor, Marilyn Thornhill, is Laurel Gates, who is thought to have died years before. She was the Hyde master who controlled Tyler and hypnotized him into his monstrous form, and she sought vengeance on the outcasts who murdered her family. Wednesday and her adversary Bianca eventually defeat Laurel and her evil cohorts. However, Wednesday isn't completely out of the woods. When her friend Xavier gives her a cell phone, she receives a threatening message with the words, "I'm watching you," and a gif of a knife piercing her head. If the series is renewed by Netflix, this is most likely a setup for the plot of Season 2. Showrunners Gough and Millar teased the premise of the potential season in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, saying, "We want to sort of explore and sort of complicate all those relationships going forward." Wednesday's roommate, Enid, is also an important part of the plot. The show is also really about this female friendship, with Wednesday and Enid being at the center of that, Gough explained. "We're excited to explore, now that Wednesday's dipped her toe into the friendship pool, what's that gonna look like? It's as if she hugged you. Isn't that her main arc for the season? So that's what we do now." Then, the other thing that's interesting is to continue to explore the Wednesday-Morticia mother-daughter relationship, Gough continued, which now that Morticia knows about the power, it's given her sort of an idea of how that's going to go. How will the relationship develop? What has the cast said about Wednesday Season 2? Emma Myers spoke to Variety about her off-screen and on-screen relationship with Jenna Ortega. "Jenna reminds me a lot of Wednesday. But because I'm not like Enid, we don't have the same dynamic in real life, with me constantly poking at her and her brushing me off. Myers explained. "I adore Jenna. We get along so well. She's a close friend of mine. I believe we have a different dynamic off-screen, but it is no less important, deep, or beautiful than Enid and Wednesday's. I'd love to see Wednesday go somewhere international and interact with international outcasts from various countries. I feel that would be fun," she added. In terms of love, Myers mused. "As far as love interests for Wednesday go, I feel like she needs to take her season of singleness at least for a second season," she began. "She just had a whole fiasco with her men. She needs to rest for a little while. I wouldn't date anyone if I had gone through that." Jenna Ortega revealed what she wants from a possible season 2 of Wednesday, and her answer is really simple: more darkness. Speaking to Entertainment Tonight, Jenna said, "I kind of want her to be darker," and added that she hoped Wednesday wouldn't play things so safe in season 2. "There are a lot of lines about her saving the school and doing whatever, but for me, her main drive with the monster is competitiveness," Jenna said. "Kind of, man, how is this guy doing this? I think I wanted to continue down an anti-hero stream rather than a typical hero." Who is returning to Wednesday in season 2? Because there were multiple deaths at the end of Wednesday's season 1, those characters are unlikely to return for season 2 if it happens. Some of the actors who lost their characters included Christina Ricci, Riki Lindhome, and Gwendoline Christie. During an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Ricci discussed possible plans for her return. "I don't think I'm allowed to say anything. The door is open on my end," she told ET. "She was so much fun to play." The former Addams Family star said of her character, "It's always a lot of fun to play the bad guy." Showrunner Alfred Gough teased Tyler's return in season 2 in an interview with Variety in November 2022. "Yeah, absolutely. He's out there. That's what he wanted to convey," he told the publication. Doohan himself confirmed the rumor, telling ET, "I'm coming back. I can't say much else besides that, but I can't wait to go back." Tyler's secret is out of the bag, and I'm excited for season 2 to kind of explore him fighting between the monster and the real version of him, the actor continued. "What will he be like now that he no longer has his master, Christina Ricci? I don't know." Wednesday's other showrunner, Miles Millar, also told TV Line that if the show is renewed for a second season, he'd like to explore more of the Addams Family dynamic. "We felt like we only scratched the surface with those characters, and the actors are incredible in those roles," he said. Catherine is an iconic Morticia, in my opinion. The relationship between Wednesday and Morticia is also important to the show, as is the idea that Wednesday is attempting to carve her own path outside of the family. Well, that's it for now. We bring an end to this video, but we will come back with some new and interesting videos in the future. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.